Give me a minute, y'all.
Yeah, I said, come walk with me.
Where's my water?
Toes and feet.
I gotta put some lipstick on.
Cause when you walk with me, you can eat the food you
And
want.
then we'll be started. Wait, why is it?
I'm walking, y'all.
Yeah,
Trying to
yeah.
see my feet and
Ooh.
toes. I said I'm walking now. Trying to save my feet and toes. Cause if I stop walking now, they'll cut me up until I'm just a nose.
Yes,
I'm walking,
y'all.
y'all.
Get your chair, get your mat, line up and walk from wall to wall.
Yeah,
Excuse
I
me.
said I'm walking, y'all.
Yes. Start treadmill started. Get your weights. Line up if you're walking wall to wall. Ooh, wait a minute. Let me see something here. Either my glasses are foggy or the camera is. Or it could be both. Excuse me, YouTubers, Facebookers. You know, for someone who's up at 3:30 in the morning, you'd think that I'd have a lot more together by now. Let's turn this baby all the way down. Ooh. Yes. If your hands can't choke you, why would your heart attack you? This cold penal colony, I haven't seen the world in a while. Hi, my name is Vicki. Coming to you loud and live from this penal colony, aka USA, aka America. I tell you, in the morning, oh, hi, thanks for coming on the walk. I can't see who it is, but thanks for joining the walk. Look, that thing really got to me because I was a teenager. And I think maybe I was in college. Someone said, well, you can't choke yourself. I was like, you can't? They said, no, you can't choke yourself. Put your hands around your neck now and choke yourself to yourself. It's not going to happen. The body is for the self. I remember sitting there so perplexed because in my grandmother's Southern Baptist cult, it was taught how the body really attacks you. That's why when you go down south, everybody fat at the doctor's office, stuff like that, they are convinced that the body is against itself. They don't ask the body to heal itself because the cults teach you that healing comes from the outside of you, not from within you. Now, I remember I told you I think I just had my daughter and you had to go for your yearly thing. I'm just going to segue and hope I can come back to the topic. But because I'm old and I got to pay that extortion money every month, like $160 or something like that, they want you to go through insurance companies. So take your extortion money and give it to a thieving insurance company. And what will they give you? Well, I'm going to tell you what they gave me when I used to have to pay for it. Not a damn thing. I remember this comic strip where the man is standing at the reception desk or the triage desk at the emergency room with his head tucked under his arm. And the head is saying, you know, the caption underneath is, "What do you mean my insurance company won't cover this?" That has always, because you see, you don't think racism, it's not racism, ignorance. Again, for insurance companies, we're a liability. We're labeled born and blood inmate criminals. You take a chance on us, on this penal colony, because of the label. So, I know from experience, I couldn't take a loan from my mother's health, life insurance on me, though my aunt made the payments. But when I looked at the contract, I couldn't do it. It wasn't a lot, but it was enough to get me a bus ride back to college. Okay, I got nothing. And then, eventually, I think my aunt called me, I got $300. So, you're asking me to take my extortion money and give it to the insurance company. Let me tell you what they used to do. Oh, you gotta take a physical every year. Oh, you got that. I'm not gonna cover it, but it'll be, what is that term? When you have a disease, before you get the insurance, pre-existing. It's a pre-existing condition. So they used to make you go for a physical on the job to check out your pre-existing conditions, whether they hire you or not, etc., etc. That's the bullshit. That's the bullshit. Y'all run around here trusting insurance companies. I understand if you're trying to, you know, get over their scammers out here. So yeah, they buy a lot of insurance. But the average label born in blood inmate criminal, like myself on this penal colony, no honey. They for taking from us, not giving us nothing. So in my head I see an insurance company, and they tell you, we'll give you up to $2,000 in food. The government's supposed to be giving me that bullshit anyway. I shouldn't have to go to... They say cursing on YouTube and Facebook get you put at the bottom of the thing. I keep telling the ancestors, don't rile me up. And then I say it, but it's too late now. No, don't give me no food stamps because I'm going through an insurance company and they give me, what kind of dumb shit is that? If it's coming from the government, why I don't got it already? Why ain't money put on my food card every month? Separate from my living card that I worked hard for, that you bullshit me for about that. So no, I'm not calling you. And then go to the doctor. Oh, well, he wants you to do this? No, we don't cover it. Okay, so he wants you to take that? Well, we don't cover it. So he wants you to do something? No, we're not going to cover that. I already been there. I've been there. I got the t-shirt. I jumped up and down on it. I cut it up. And I burnt it. That's what I feel about insurance companies. Okay? Ain't never did a damn thing for me. But make me pay. Now I paid. Some jobs you had to. But whenever I can negotiate, I was like, yo, wait a minute. There's a clinic down the street from me. Emergency happened, we'll go there. Now they got urgent care. What, $100 or more? And they'll see what's wrong with you and see where you gotta go. Insurance companies, police. Might as well take my little change and burn it. But I'm already paying the extortion fee. So you see, you're giving us $160. If you give us your $162 a month, we'll make sure the government gives you food stamps. Why the insurance company got to make sure I get food stamps? I'm a senior fucking citizen. That's supposed to be a goddamn given. Now, you go to the appointment we tell you, insurance company. You go to the doctor we tell you to go to. And if you don't go, we're going to cut off your food stamps. That's a penal colony. It's always some kind of freaking game. And people say, oh, she don't know. She don't know what she's talking about. Now, I ain't saying it work like that for all peoples on this penal colony. I'm saying it works like that for the labeled born in blood inmate criminals such as myself, born on this penal colony. It don't work like that. Okay? I still say it every time you go. Every time I go to the pharmacy, every time I go to the doctor, there's different levels of treatment for me, and I'm at the bottom level. Penal colony edict. But then I look at my ancestors, and that's what got me through. And they be saying to me, we ain't never had no doctor. We ain't never had no doctor. Get your butt up and move. Move your butt. That's all we did. And we had our little home remedies. But see, y'all have to talk to old people to get the home remedies. I'll go over to TikTok. Thank goodness for TikTok. Go over there and get y'all home remedies. Okay? I know they're going to throw me on Facebook and YouTube going to throw me in the bottom of the basement when I say that. And I ain't taking no speed rack COVID shot for the ever-changing virus who changes his face from day to day. No. No. Exercise, key. Go back to the enslavement day. Listen, over 600 years ago they brought us here. Chained up in the bottom of a boat. Trust me, nobody who's going to be picking produce, cutting cotton and stuff like that is going to be tied up to the bottom of a goddamn boat. They'll be of no service to you by the time you get off. And as I said, I looked at how the Europeans come over, and they all on top of the boat, cooling out, chilling. But our prisoner of war's ancestors were chained to one another like sardines in the boat. You see the difference? So that's how the different treatment comes. But you can't choke yourself. So the self is for the self. So ask yourself for treatment. It'll tell you what to eat. I think I got a little time. Synchronicities. Ask and then look for the answers. Ask and then look for the answers. From within. I told y'all my story. I was out there in the front of the yard. No insurance days. A lot of those, honey. No health insurance, a lot of them, honey. No, a lot of them. This body want to be here. That's why I love it and take care of it. It wants to be here. And they say, hey, work with me, sister. Anyway. So I'm outside, and beautiful bush, rose bush, and I had watched how this vine just started strangling it and separating it in the whole shebang. And I set out one day to untangle the vine. And it had some spokes and stuff in it. And one of the spokes, because I didn't put on my gloves, so one of the spokes, well, I had gloves and it tore, so I didn't have on my glove. And one of the spokes went into my finger. And I watched it. I was like, okay, I put the alcohol and everything in it, but so time goes by, it's swelling up. And I'm using all my home remedies. And I'm saying to my within, oh my goodness, if we don't get this swelling down, if we don't get a handle on this, we're going to have to go to those hypocrites. I know y'all call it Hippocratic Oath, Doctor's Hippocratic Oath. I call it Dr. Hypocrite Oath. And I got to go down to them hypocrites. And when they get finished with me, I ain't going to be nothing but a fingernail. And I started craving crabs like you would not believe. I mean, I couldn't see nothing but crabs. I had a little change. I had to walk 1.5 miles to get the crabs. There and back. And I got a big can. And I came home and I just sprinkled it on top of some lettuce. And I ate it like that. It was a large can for 3 days. And when I looked at my hand, the swelling had went down. It was just there. I ran out of crabs. Then I had to jump on the bus, go to another place, and get my crabs. And the swelling went away entirely because I looked within. The hand can't choke itself. The body is for the body. It needs you to be for it, and I am for this body. Ha ha! Let's take a break, y'all. If I stop walking, y'all, the game's gonna trip me up. Yeah, come on with me and save your feet and toes. Yeah, I said, come on with me, save your feet and toes. Yeah. So if I stop walking now. Hey, Linda. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, I hope you're working out, Linda. Yeah. Walking, bike riding, stretching on the floor, Linda. Yeah, them grandbabies need you to be around, honey. Them grandbabies gonna need you. Yeah. Thanks for coming on the walk. Plus when you walk with me. Yeah. Yeah. Trying to save my feet and toes. Yeah. I said yes. So that's one thing about the coats. CULTS. I used to have to sit there every Sunday. Don't let the left hand know what the right hand is doing. If the eye is friendly, pick it up. Kick it out. God made doctors. God made doctors for you. God made doctors. You're sitting there sick. God made doctors. Never look within yourself. And then the heart attack side that I put into this, to the naming of this live, is I remember until I stopped dealing with them, all they kept telling me was my heart was going to attack me. I get scared. Y'all remember when I was 21, did I ever get back to that story? And I went to that doctor, the insurance company, and he said, well, you have to go, not now, but before you get like into your 40s, we're going to suggest you go for, I don't think it was a mammogram then, but it was some kind of breast something that men put together. And then you said that you have a good chance of being a diabetic. And every year when you go to the doctor, they'll watch your high blood pressure. And because you have heart murmur, your heart will attack you, because that's what a heart attack is. And something with my there's something chance with me having breast cancer. Breast cancer is a chance that I lose my breast. Oh, I told you when I was first one. Womb. I have to be careful with that. And I just remember, I could see the dirt road is probably all paved and down, houses and everything, but it wasn't then. And I could just see me walking down that road, and I'm crying, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm an unlife. I'm an unlife. Oh my goodness. And I just got here, and everything's wrong with this body, everything. And the ancestors was like, you ain't hear what he said. And I'm walking up crying. Oh. Could have been my body saying, Tika. He said, if you have to deal with him, these are all the things that you will have. And I was like, what does that mean? He said, stay away from him. I was like, oh, okay. And I made it my business. And I got my womb. I got my breastises. I ain't shooting up with insulin. Yep, they caught me in a matter of weakness. In the summertime with a stressful job, and the temperatures were over 100. Of course, I blew a gasket. I should have had my ass at home. But I got, and it was a hot summer. So now, I know to cool my body down in the summer. Because that's what it has to do with too. It has a lot to do with weather. But the doctors who take the hypocrite's oath that treat us, no. They don't see weather. Anywho, you can't choke yourself. Your body loves you. But the cults teach you not to love it. It basically takes you and puts you right in the hand. Now, I know a lot of these cults, they don't go to doctors. A lot of them don't go to doctors. They've never been to doctors. Not even to have a baby. And honey, with all that mixed blood they be doing, and them cults, it's amazing. In the African American cults, the pimps in the pulpit just make babies all over the pews. The pews. But, and if they didn't have to go to the doctor, they wouldn't. I'm regaining the conversation. You can't choke yourself. Your heart won't attack you. Your I can't think of the gland right now, is making enough insulin. It is making enough insulin. If you moved your body around, you could probably help the gland that secretes insulin. But cults teach you that sickness is a curse and not just an act of being a human being, of a human life. The cults tell you that sickness, right now there's cults out there. Okay, they teaching that the color of my skin is sin. So you know when you get sick what you have. Oh, what am I talking about? I fought through as an advocate and an education to promote education on AIDS and HIV, and honey, it was hell. That's where I got the term Christians scare me. Scare me. Because if you had AIDS, they didn't want to have nothing to do with you. Because it was the devil. It was the sin. So why should we learn anything about it? Well, because half your followers are dropping dead, maybe say. And then we come back around. COVID. Same thing. Same thing with these cults. So do you really think they're saving you? That doctor came up through a cult. He know that a cult sent you so he can play God in his own head. But I'm telling y'all, as African Americans, there's a lot inside of us that can heal us. If we ask within. And I often do. Oh yeah, I said, listen. Whew. Okay, remember I told you I was back to clipping my toenails because the manicurist and everything that I trust got sick, so I ain't going back in there till spring. And of course I was cutting my toenails, and of course I clipped it close. And then I had to get the antibiotic, tie back both feet, both toes, same toes, all over again. Antibacterial cream, and put it on. And back to square one. But I healed myself. I did it. I willed it. I asked, what are we going to do? I done clipped the same toenail too close now, and I said, this, within, said, this is what you do. And I did it. Until, like in another week or so, I got to soak my feet and clip my toenails. Now that I'm thinking about going to a podiatrist for, but my feet is saying no. Because, right, the last time I went to the podiatrist 5 years ago, she said, if you think I'm going to be cutting off your corns, you come here. Now, we can do a surgery and I can have it break the bone. That's why I've never been back. It's a corn. It's a corn. A corn. C-O-R-N. On my toe. On my toe. Ain't nothing wrong with the toe. I just can't shave it up. So I started. It took me a while. I was still doing it. But then I started going to get a pedicure. And it was a wonderful experience. I always pedicured myself. And now that I can't go there, like I said, in 2 weeks, I gotta soak my feet and go at it again. And I'll probably cut it too small because I can't see. Because I can't see. But I have my cream there, my alcohol, and I'll patch it up. I don't know if y'all can see. I did my own nails, but I like to call bald-headed men. I need the tips of my fingers for stuff. So I know that y'all got fake nails. Well, I need my, I gotta do the whole grip thing, you know what I'm saying? Oh, this is Hermal. My daughter loves it. It's for when you get those hair in your faces, the hormone imbalance, all that kind of stuff. And it's Tamika Anthony on my page. Check out. This is empty. Yes. All right, honey. Yes. Our little half-hour walk is over. But I want y'all to know, the body is not going to work against itself. You see how I put this on? Every now and again, I get a little inkling. Yeah, put the thing on. And I put it on. Because it's telling me something that's good for me. You can't choke yourself. Stay away from them colds. That boy just born bad. That's not true. That is not true. That's a cult thing. That's a cult thing. I never said about none of my nieces and nephews. Oh, I've heard their own parents say it. But never out my mouth. I was like, listen. You're only a child for a half second. Let's get it together for this human life. Let's get this reading, this exercise. How exercising when you're young, that's how you know how to keep going when you get older. Okay? That's how you know. Squeeze your gut. Whew. Tuck in your elbow. And because of my roller skating, which I'm doing really good at, I'm going to bend my legs some. Okay, let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 for good luck. Yeah, for the good luck. I appreciate y'all being here. Linda, I love you. Thanks for being here. It's like we exercise together. Like I said, you can listen to me or not listen to me. I was at the gym all the time, and I used to look at those screens, and I ain't hear nothing. I just saw people running and jumping and shit, and that's all I wanted to do. So if you listen, you could get something out of it. And if you don't, you just exercise, you're going to get something out of it. All right now. Squeeze your gut. Tuck in your elbow. Neither up nor down. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 for good luck. I tell you, I appreciate these exercises. Yes, indeed, I do. I appreciate them every time I got to lift my laundry bag. I appreciate those exercises. Every time I gotta flip my mattress, I appreciate those exercises. Every time I have a pan, you know, let me try this. I appreciate it. Every time I have a pan where I have to use two hands. Ooh, I got a little stiff there. Did y'all see that? I'm gonna try it this way now. Yes! Like, comment, share. Tell uncle, tell auntie, tell a cousin, tell a friend. Subscribe, subscribe. Thanks for coming on the walk. And I love y'all. I appreciate my treadmill. But I love y'all for encouraging me and being here to work out with me. All right, y'all. Have a great day. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for coming on the walk. Thanks for coming on the walk.